Abusuafo ye mama kwa basronko kraba counseling time with counselor DY Donkoh. Abusuafo ene asema opportunity tiawa or say how to exit a bad relationship. Come home na ye ma counselor akwa basronko kraba. Papa. Yeah. Right. So papa ene o say how to exit bad relationships.
Yeah.
What is a bad relationship? How do you notice you're in a bad relationship?
Wow. Now, yes, not all relationships are good.
Okay.
That is the first thing I want people to understand. Not all relationships are good.
Okay.
There are good relationships and there are bad relationships.
Okay.
And now you are asking the question, how do you identify a bad relationship? And that is what we're going to talk about.
Right.
We're going to talk about it.
Okay.
And then also how to exit, how to walk out, or how to walk away, or how to break out of that relationship. Now, Yantias, yes, nobody enjoys breakup.
Okay. Okay.
Nobody enjoys it. In fact, nobody enters into a relationship with an expectation that me aduma yenjai me. So me will be I'm talking about dating. Getting to know him or her. Na meni swadi uni sabe kwa nyame ya adumwa. Wonjame. Woma mi broke. Nobody has it. Do be a real relationship? We have an expectation. Now the wonderful thing about relationship and breakups is that, listen, it doesn't matter how many years experience you have. Something can still happen for you to be, separated from the other party.
Okay.
Now yes, breakup is not an easy thing. It's kind of break up, nejano, exit, walk out. We are not saying it is easy, but definitely a relationship that will kill you. Especially that will kill your emotions. That will kill you mentally, emotionally, including spiritual workouts. And I want to repeat. Every relationship that has the capacity to kill you emotionally, mentally, and spiritually, it's not a relationship you need to entertain. And so therefore, if it is not working and it is not, bringing out the fruit you expected, or it is not bringing out what you expected, anyway, everybody enters into a relationship with an expectation.
Right. Some
can be a high expectation and some can also be the normal expectation. But then I realized that it is not working for me. Bobani su ne niye ne kasa said ya waya ne nyoma de da won sesan yam wa me. I am dying emotionally. Something is actually eating me up. I entered into it to be happy, but I'm becoming more sad. That thing is not making me happy. Rather, it is actually taking away, sucking my blood emotionally. Me I be to say something is draining me. Emotionally, I'm being drained. Psychologically, I am being drained. And then mentally, I am being drained.
Nature as a counselor who can say a bad relationship is one that mentally, physically, emotionally
drains you. Walk away.
Psychologically.
Thank you.
And he said, draining. Nature say you are not yourself. You can't be yourself.
Yes, sir.
That is automatically a bad relationship.
Thank you. But also, Yantias, yes, sir. Every relationship presents its own issues, challenges, and there are no perfect relationships. But some of the relationships can kill.
Okay.
So I'm talking about if it drains you and parasites you emotionally, mentally, and then also psychologically, then it's about time you break away. Wow, to me said this relationship will take me nowhere. It is not ending well. It is not feeding me well. It is not, bringing out the best in me. And you are still entertaining it. You are dying emotionally. And so therefore, we need to understand that if it is not helping work out. Now today we are talking about how to exit a bad relationship. Number one of the ways you can exit is to pick an appropriate setting. And I will explain.
Okay.
Pick an appropriate setting. In other words, do put thoughts into your mind about your location. To be perceived, Jai will be. Meaning impression is not helping me. Our dating is not helping me. You're not 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, 8 years, 9 years, 10 years. And I've realized that this thing is killing me. My yaya, he is not changing. She's not changing. Emotionally, something is draining me. I am not okay. Maybe you want to work out. The first thing you need to do to be able to exit, look for a good location. Jano, Look for good. Why? Because number one, sometimes when you want to break away and you visit them in the house, they can pamper you and have sex with you. Your friend did the last sex before you walk away. It will say you bar. Now sometimes when you want to walk away from a particular relationship and you go to the guy's house and you go like, already you are threatening him. Mejao, ye bejai, mean to me, 1 year, 2 years. That be also ya no buko to be. Now was wow, now we pretend this was 2 days, 3 days. Sir, Aquanis, they know your weakness. If you don't pick the right location where you can break up where by focusing that I've made a decision. Now, Konifia, okay, sir, Nanel. Okay, Valerie. Relationship. Now, I think I can continue again, please. I wanted them to feel. Say, babe, why are you talking like this? Listen, babe, Miss Mienipa. People are even going through worse than this. Listen, I know I'm not perfect, but babe, I love you. I love you to the core. Babe, listen, I love you so much, babe. Ujami, I can kill myself. I'm telling you, Ujami, I'm a color Quenfi Naka Bobby Memewasho. Baby, you are my last hope, trust me. Yes, I know I'm not perfect. Make me some bother, me say you're crazy. Me say I'm not doing well. You know, people can talk. I know I'm not doing well. I know what I'm doing is something you don't, but I'm begging for the answer, babe. Babe, no abuko toge, no aso nine, no asu. And sometimes when they do that, because you are human, you feel like God. Waptapa me chow. Oye nipa. I don't mean function. Ben ma person who jan or smart, knowing your weak spot. The way they say was sorry or showing him. What about showing I know sorry. Or do no futu ne num we proud.
My God.
No, let's talk.
That's the truth.
Minim sound tias yet. And you know, no, to the or sorry, no show the not in another one. When you said that is your weak point, it be our come a jow. It looks like you are not decisive. You are, but the problem is that they know that if location is not set where they can betray you by your weakness.
Okay.
A lot of people are watching me that are stuck in a relationship. And maybe making decisions obeja kwanibia, obeja lady nibia, something happened, your friend is sex, last minute sex. Onyano would die. You get more confused. You can't go out. You can't break away. No, you can't. You know what you do? You keep postponing breakup. It was somebody 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 7 years, but every day the one who jan. It was across say, baby, I'm moduno. Beman and Obani so one casan you be a serious. It took us a mejawa or see them be a jai, see them be a. So please, if you want to exit from a bad relationship, number one, please choose location.
For location, are we talking about digital or still physical presence? Into digital, no, are we talking about having to talk through phone, social media, video calls and everything so that you can send forth a message? But you can't on device notes, you can't something which is courteous. Such news shouldn't be relayed through a device. You see, if it is sensitive, it should be done face to face. Into face to face, you know, and I may say, and on the nature as a public gathering assembly ye Kenyana.
Thank you.
Restaurant asemana.
Thank you.
Shiame wo loro kwano ho.
Thank you.
Shiame wo abonten.
Thank you.
And no ye kan ho asema location no.
If you want to exit from a bad relationship,
right,
and you are serious about your decision, you choose location by meeting the person face to face. You don't do a phone call.
Okay.
Phone call people are not serious.
Okay.
It's like you are afraid to break up, but you are trying to threaten the person that I will break up. It is nothing. If you want to have a proper, mature conversation, you're face to face.
Okay.
To say choose location. If you want a restaurant, fine. If you want to where a little, people are, so that who breaking news to the person, But before I talk about this, thank you, Holy Spirit. Let me say something. We have too much enemies in the world today because of how they broke up.
Okay.
After breakup, a lot of people are enemies now. Because breaking up, people want to exit from bad relationships. Sometimes we are not able to gather the confidence where to be bold enough to meet you and say, I can't anymore.
Okay.
I walk away.
Right.
Now, when we are able to choose the location we meet face to face, we are able to talk well. We are able to question well. We are able to communicate skillfully to understand. Now, anyway, when you choose the location and number two, you want to present your matter. You don't accuse. Speak your mind, but respect the person without a fight.
Right.
It's what we said. Obu a phone so wa block you. Or block you, my papa. Where you see obi phone, na down for phone crown fan free. And I will down for phone. So it's like I'm done with you. Don't call me. Break away when you break away, papa. And no, I will one. Now, back, want to be said, Bessia Betrimper. I break away by your break away ye. You say, meaning the giant small fighting, ye giant or broken block. We are no our number some worry, but ye giant cast all the good notes. And no, my exes for the be chimpan. If you want to exit from a bad relationship in a matured way, choose your location. Either baby any power. Because sometimes when you are breaking bad news, according to what how that atmosphere will be, to somebody, they can be violent. Somebody can be bad. Somebody can even get angry. Ujade kekano. Men konifie choose location. Open place. It can be a restaurant. It can be a place where people are. Or you can even take the person to your family house. Men konifie. Mesi man koni you get second fast in guso. Because Koko catch this obejanon. Who said me catch Rosenbejawa? It is not easy.
Okay.
That is number one. If you want to exit a bad relationship, choose location. Be certain about your location. If you want to really seriously break up with somebody and exit, please choose a location and meet them face to face and communicate. But whilst you are communicating, don't blame them. Just accept that you want to walk out.
So there are pleasant breakups.
Yes, there are. There are people who can break up. And the breakup people, they understand each other.
So we're doing this.
No
negative sentiments.
Now let me say this. If I'm able to break up with you very well, with understanding, do you know what I've done? Valerie, I have prepared you for a better relationship tomorrow. Because I've been able to point out probably your weakness.
Right.
Or I've been able to tell you that these are the reasons why I've chosen to walk out. And so even though you can beg and say what, I can tell you that there be a picture once, but I'm tired or the love is gone. But by this maturity I'm showing to you, I'm already preparing you for a better relationship. In other words, you sit back and say, Ajwe Jami, Yawe Jami. Yeah, but the next time I enter into it, I refuse to be a habitual liar.
Right.
A cheat or whatever. So what happens is that once we're able to choose a location and we talk with understanding, I am preparing you for a better relationship. So number one, if you want to exit a bad relationship, choose a good location.
A good location.
Number two, make sure you actually want to break up.
When you've already recognized that this is a bad relationship.
Make sure, because there are a lot of women and men that can tell you my breakup. Who are on one Valerie is saying, Bibi Aboko, I'm very sorry I told you I want to break up. I can't, madam, and that. From the day I told you I want to break up, I've never enjoyed peace. I think that I now know, after saying you break, I now know. People will call you, you know. I now know that I genuinely love you. I can't do without you. I can't live without you. No, I think I'm in love. No, I think I'm used to you. I'm connected to you. I beg a camera officer. And so anytime you make decision, you want to exit a bad relationship, please make sure you actually want to break up. So that you don't go say it and tomorrow come back, call the person and say, I'm sorry, I said, let's break up. And sometimes, when you do that, the other person is about to take you for granted. You said you want to break up, now you want to come back. Now they are going to take chances of you, abuse you, cheat on you, use you. Because once upon a time you threatened him, you want to break up. Now, because you work with him, you want to come back. So now, I want to break up.
You deal with the person.
So when you want to break up, Sister Bra, be certain, be sure. Make sure you actually want to break up. You want to walk away before you make a steps. The third point, then we have already talked about it, but I want to hit it. You need to have face-to-face conversation.
Right.
We've talked about it.
Right.
Let's go. Say what is not making the relationship work after choosing the location. You are sure. You are very sure. Please, when you meet the person, say what is not making the relationship work. You know, sometimes people say, I don't want it. Why? I said, there's nothing, but I just don't want it. Why don't you want it? Because I don't know, but I think I'm no more in love. Thank you. And I think that Michelle for door, but suddenly, like it has disappeared. Thank you. Akodi obiho. Hey, nam so do 2 coin. So say what is not. To be sure, Valerie, the reason why it's not working is because this is not the first and the second. I think you've been cheating on me. You keep flirting with other men. You are a habitual liar. You slept with 10 men. Right. So I think please say what is not working. So that it will be like wabo wado we invest but hope so buni kwasia
Okay.
The next thing we can talk about, stick with your decision.
Stick with your decision.
Thank you. And remember, I spoke about it earlier on. I said end the relationship. No, I said make sure you actually want to break up.
Okay.
Right? So please stick to your decision. Men will be back on. This is sometimes people can make a decision that they want to leave their lady or man. And then, because you are not sure of yourself, you can call the guy's friend. Kwesi Apabing.
Sure.
Kwesi Apabing, say.
Yeah.
All right. Kwesi Wadam from Meja, I know. It's Meja Wadam from us. Oh, yeah. What's happening? Kwesi, I didn't want to say much. For 3 years, I've gone through hell. Also, no. Baba, Tobo. Baba, what is the problem? Kwesi, I tell you, no, I start your friend is so nice. So what, my friend? Yes, I know first, no, but Oshia no.
What's the
I said no. He said,
chronic cheat.
Chronic cheat. So what? Because that down for no anymore. I'm pardon when you.
Ne koba.
It's okay, we are because you know the problem. You are not stick with your decision. Now, pardon in the wakasa. Listen, Baba. And to was here. Be friend nakasa or besesa. Bibia, Yamin is sending patobo. One will say because you are not stick to your decision. Only I'm probably in Casa, we know as I convince. Yet the thing is killing you. I'm probably in the town.
There be.
When you make a decision, you are working out, walk out. Do not give in into arguments and pretext.
Okay.
Don't give in. Who says sometimes people say it tends to argument. Sometimes not better than you. So a lot of people break up based on anger.
It's true.
99% of relationships and marriages, divorce, we end with anger. It's your life that has caused it. Your attitude, your character, your behavior. There is something you are doing the other person could not, inhabit it, could not handle it, could not stay quiet without talking about it.
Right.
And I made so I wrote something. I said, be honest, but not brutal.
Okay.
So be honest but not brutal. It means that meno kasanenweni. Yeah. It means to be being. See, the way I go about it will determine how you receive it.
Oh, okay.
No, so like I wrote here, I said, please be honest. But not too brutal. Men gidi. Men be and that's what you have for the swag campaign. As a child, Miss Watch and say yes, you don't need it. Do not give in to arguments and protest. No, don't.
Right.
Don't. You see, only will be back and forth. Don't my gigi. I tell you because Sabi, you to be POB near Bono or Baba Fien and Sumoja. I said, yeah, you to be Bubimo, but the Simba quote to a book. I'm going to wish you are there. No, don't allow yourself. Only they cannot get there. You want to tell me same break. Okay, fine, walk out. Walk communicate here, walk out. And just have your peace of mind. The next thing we can probably talk about is this. Listen to what the other person wants to say. Don't just conclude. Maybe I'm not starting, no, but can we say, my last chance. Once it's not me, Jao. Maybe I don't know because such say, me to me, Jao, but sometimes, like you said, anybody can say, was again, tell you, you won't tell me so in Jai. Can in tell me come baby. And you have the better to happen. Don't do that. So if somebody comes to you in a relationship and they want to communicate to you, exercise patience and listen. Sometimes it may not be what you think. And sometimes too, whilst the person want to exit and they communicate or no, if you have that wisdom, you are able to accept your fault. You can kneel down. I've seen people change to marry people who nearly left them.
Okay.
Kneel down, plead and beg. Who are beg? Like I just, I promise you, give me the last opportunity. It works. So even though the person came to exit, your wisdom can keep the person. So we are talking about exit, but wisdom can change the exits.
Okay.
So let's talk. Take responsibilities for your decision.
Take responsibility.
After voicing out to break up.
Okay.
In other words, understand that whether you blame him or not, you need to take responsibility of your decision. In other words, your decision will affect you as well. So when we say, even though I show now be jai, but how can we are in your Yes, I was okay. Yeah, I'll do fias. Mommy Fanta the cook. I want to enjoy myself. All my friends, congratulations. Adi Mejai Kwejo, Mejai Charles Benjamin Costa. No. Take responsibility of your decision. Sometimes you break up in pain.
Right.
Sometimes, even when you are going to say it's not easy, when you come home, you come to cry. But you need to understand that the tears are flowing. I'm taking the responsibility. I took the decision to go forward and then break up. Oh, come on, it's going to cost me. But I think that it will be better for me to go through that emotional, journey, cry out, than to die.
Okay.
And so whenever you break out and then it doesn't work good for you, sometimes you can break out and suddenly the person changes and then get married to somebody and it's working. So, sometimes you break out, you exit, and suddenly a door opens for the person. I've seen it. Sometimes you break out and suddenly the person dies. So I'm talking about taking responsibility of your decision. So whether good or bad, don't go like, Sunday be oh radri. If for like a bush say, only be manantiano be pamon. Only be manantiano. No. Take do now see when you could understand that good or bad, take responsibility of your decision.
Okay.
Don't blame yourself and say, me who yanka menjano, son of America, and I'm jano, and after Makofi, Sabakram Kofan, your Bronsam Bakona Bijano, who say who could jana, it can be good or bad. So take responsibilities of your action.
Okay. Okay.
Also plan for a number of reactions. Plan for a number of reactions. Then you need to understand that once I present to you that I'm exiting, get ready. Bearmano or Bano, get ready for action. They can send you messages to insult you, abuse you, verbally or by message. Can't you be so Jana? Oh, I know I drop it. Sabi when you attempt the day, to be drop it, sir. Okra and I thank God. Oh, you're Bearman and Roya. So I even thank God you are out. I thank God because I've been praying that if you are not of God, walk out of my life. No, you are such a useless woman. I have been with you for 3 years. Since I met you, everything has become bizarre. When I wasn't with you, work was, good. Money was coming. Since I met you, things are. You understand me?
Yeah.
But the message me after breakup, a bit baron.
You have to psych yourself and get ready for
Thank you. So I wrote here, I said, please plan for a number of reactions. Not just said, no, get ready because anything is possible. And you beba, obey you, obeti me crack and crack. What that for me, Charles said, say, hey, now big girls, why big girl, what for fucking girl, no? Or you stupid crowd, or you who be cry, mammy. Now what done for no boss. Hey, now me share Charles Benjamin because also you who a best show. So once you say you are breaking up, please, I wrote here, plan for a number of reactions. Don't have breakup sex. Why? Because it will only confuse the issue for both of you. Don't have breakup sex. Okay,
for the last.
Yeah, yeah, so see enjoy.
For the last.
Oh dear. Last one. No. Or Jane no one yet. Therefore, we are out sir. Or say, are we breaking up? No, I wrote here. If you want to exit, you are serious about your decision. You've chosen location or you've chosen location. Please, I said, don't have breakup sex. It will only confuse the issue for both of you. Don't do it. Or person know that you know. So I don't say no last but one. It's me my own. Hey, you're dangerous. So I don't know what person will be a jumo. So why you be? One say last one. Pa. 1 month to come. What free? So the break up nearby. And the last one Kayo. Joe Frau say hello. Nana say yeah. Charles Bibi Aboko. All right. So this month me menses. No Jonas. So what do you mean? See, I think I'm pregnant. Well, hang it up. Or say you are pregnant. Now, the last time where I made sex you, it be 1 month ago. You come the way you say you won't leave me. Now you get Master Man call him cram make just especially will be all your well to do. Remember him chale or be rejected. Why? Because we break up nearby. Last captain wabenyam on pe. But why you're more bitter. Please avoid it. Don't have breakup sex. It will only confuse the issue for both of you. And I wrote here, I said, don't jump right into a new relationship.
Right.
Once you move out of the old, you exit. Don't run to jump into new one.
Very nice.
Seek professional help if the need arises. Thank you.